Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, fractal Bitcoin. Welcome, I'm Chris. This is your daily Bitcoin news video. Let's get right to the quick price update. We're hanging right around 51,000. We've sort of been going from about 51,000 to 53,000. We're in this range here, you can see. But you know, all in all, it's looking good in terms of we're getting closer to all-time highs and the market is strong as ever, so let's go. We're doing very well. And this post is from Bitcoin Archive. Bitcoin is up 37% in 21 days. Consolidation here would be normal. Patience. Yeah, look at this graphic. I mean, we've had 37% increase recently, so we can cool down a little. We can have one red candle. It's okay, you know. It's okay. It's not, doesn't mean anything. It's actually good. It's actually healthy. Another one from Bitcoin Archive, who you should follow, by the way. When Bitcoin crashed to below 16K, the skeptics came out of the woodwork to gloat. We held strong. Bitcoin is now at 51K and valued at more than $1 trillion. Look at this chart. This is not a bubble. It's an adoption curve. Bitcoin goes higher. And yeah, this is the completely zoomed out chart. So you can see it goes all the way back to 2010. And now we're up here. So yeah, this is, and you know, is it going to go to zero? I mean, come on. We've heard this too many times. Okay, this is a post. Take the Bitcoin pill and free yourself from slavery. Yeah, Ben Kaufman says, growing up is realizing you were born into a tax farm meant to enslave you to work for the government until you die. Wake up, Neo. The state has you. Yeah, and this is an image from The Matrix. Yeah, we really have to wake up. We really have to wake up. And the first step is opening your eyes and allowing yourself to admit it, right? Nobody wants to admit that we live in this sort of a slave state, but we do. But a fun fact, 14 years ago today, some unknown legend bought thousands of Bitcoin for 0.003 cents each. It was the lowest price ever recorded in history. I mean, imagine that. Imagine you bought thousands of Bitcoin for like a third of a penny each. Yeah, well, 14 years ago, someone did. Here's our good friend Michael Saylor, quote from him saying, Bitcoin is the only thing in the world that is price inelastic. And let's go ahead and roll this video.
With every other asset on earth, anything else you can own, houses, gold, silver, commodities, stocks, bonds, when the price goes up, the supply increases. If I increase the price of any stock by a factor of 10, the company issues more stock.
Of course.
Bitcoin's the only thing in the world that's inelastic to price. If the price of Bitcoin triples, you can't make any more. If the price goes up by a factor of a million, you can't make any more. With every other asset...
There you go. So Bitcoin is different, and people are realizing it. Even the big guys, the big corporations and the investment firms, they're realizing it. Have you realized it? Okay, Stacy Herbert posts here about 7 new Salvadorian citizens this week. Each contributed $1 million to social, cultural, and economic development programs in El Salvador in order to get one of just 1,000 passports available with the new Freedom Passport program. Economic liberty is precious. Yeah, so apparently El Salvador, they're offering 1,000 of these, but you have to pay $1 million. And I don't even think that's like, you know, you have to buy $1 million worth of property. I think that million is literally just $1 million payment. But like she says, economic liberty is precious. And as more countries around the world become more authoritarian and draconian, everyone's going to want to go to places like this. So this is interesting. The Brains mining company, they're introducing Lightning payouts. Yeah, they're excited to be the first mining pool to use the Lightning Network. Their miners can now instantly receive rewards with no minimums or fees. Yeah, so Brains mining, I'm not a miner, but apparently you had to, most mining companies, you have to withdraw the Bitcoin on the main chain, but now Brains is offering it through Lightning payouts, which can be instantaneous with no minimums or fees. That's pretty interesting. They claim to be the first mining pool to do this. I haven't verified that, but I mean, at least they're one of the first, if not the first. Okay, Guy Swan helps us cut through this long article from the Financial Times. What caused the great inflation? Printing trillions of dollars. That's it. You're welcome. I just saved you pages of reading. Yeah. And I don't know, normal people don't even seem to consider that this is happening. Like, the US dollar is being inflated beyond belief. And that has real consequences. Like, for real. Like, this is how economies end. It's insane. And Peter St. Ange, this is a post. The New York Fed warns of mass defaults on household debt hits a record $17.5 trillion. That's up $3.4 trillion since the pandemic, almost $30,000 per household, on top of $10 trillion in new federal debt, which is almost $80,000 per household. In all, the average American household is now carrying over $400,000 in debt. They make 1/6 of that. Debt is clearly unsustainable at this point, and it's the only thing holding up the economy. Scary stuff. You should be scared. John McAfee, this is a great little video. I'm not going to play it. I'll just read all he does is ask some questions, but McAfee's obviously a legend. We are slaves as long as our economy and our economic interactions are controlled by other people. Right? That's called fiat. And are they controlled? Answer's yes. Can governments print more money whenever they choose? Yes. Can they control interest rates? Yes. Can they monitor your purchases and tell you what you can or cannot buy? Yes. And that's only going to get worse if CBDCs go through, which they probably will. So the fiat world is scary, and Bitcoin is one of the... If Bitcoin... Some people think it's our savior. I do. I mean, what else is going to save us besides Bitcoin? All these economies are crashing, and all these lizard people, authoritarians, are stealing all the money and buying all the land and property. What are we going to do? Seriously, what are you going to do? Without Bitcoin, you have nothing to do. And here's how rich people pay no taxes. You know, you hear tax the rich, tax the rich. Well, yeah, but they figure out how to avoid taxes anyway. And I'm not going to go through this, but this is very interesting. Basically, to pay no tax, you basically borrow money from the bank, and then you spend the borrowed money as usual, but legally, debt is not treated as income. So when you pay back the loan, you don't pay any taxes on that. So you're getting money. It's almost like income. It is income in a way, but it's not taxed. So anyway, that's how they do it. That's a deep subject. I should probably make a whole video about that. And here's Mark Andreessen. He says, the Draconian censorship, and by the way, this post is about AI. There are so many cool new AI tools. It's insane. And the problem is, yeah, I'm going to read this and then because he tells us what the problem is. The draconian censorship and deliberate bias you see in many commercial AI systems is just the start. It's all going to get much, much more intense from here. Yeah, meaning when you ask ChatGPT or the Google one, whatever, if you ask it a question, it has bias built into it. I just saw a post earlier. A person typed in to the Google AI, it said, show me a picture of a happy white couple. And the AI returned, it said, I'm not able to show you that because culturally and racially stereotypes, it goes against whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, political correctness, this woke garbage, right? But then right under that, he says, show me a picture of a happy black couple. And it shows all the pictures of a happy black people. So beware, this AI, commercial AI, as he said, it's all seriously biased and tainted. So just understand that. You just have to understand that, right? That's basic. And whoa, this is crazy. This is Max DeMarco's documentary on NOSTR, and it's now being shown in universities as part of a communications degree. What? Yeah, he is very humbled. And this, I'm going to link to the actual documentary. This is it right here. You can see it's called on YouTube, Social Media is Broken. Can we fix it? This is definitely worth the watch. It's only 26 minutes. Very cool. Explains NOSTR. NOSTR is definitely something else you should understand. You know, even if you don't start using it immediately, you should understand NOSTR, because NOSTR is very much like Bitcoin. It's decentralized, censorship resistant. NOSTR and Bitcoin are not like anything else. They might be kind of similar in some ways, but they're not. They're different. They're game changers. And here's a coffee company I found, Satoshi Coffee. Yeah, you can buy coffee. They'll ship it to you, and you can buy it with Bitcoin. I think you have to. So they're selling coffee you can buy with Bitcoin, and they'll ship it to you. I'm just showing you this. It's not like a promo or anything, or they're not, one of my sponsors, but I just thought this was cool. And here's Robin Nakamoto. Nakamoto Jr. seems to really love the little hodler. Look at this picture. Oh, yeah. Look at this. This is so cool. I really love when kids are being taught about Bitcoin and finance and saving and long-term focus, right? Longer time horizon, thinking of the future instead of just, spending everything you own right now and then living as a slave, as we pointed out. This is our website, fractalbitcoin.com. Check out the top here. It says join our locals community. Click on that link. Come over to locals. Join up. We're here. We're hanging out. We're chatting. It's a really awesome community. It's growing. It's still small. It's pretty quiet, but that's why you should come over and join and hang out. Say hi. And of course, Fridays we have the Bitcoin panel 2 days from now. Every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern, we stream for about an hour. I invite awesome Bitcoin guests. It's really cool. So that's it for today. Thanks for hanging out. Definitely subscribe to the channel and follow this channel and like and all that. And please, help share this channel. I'm trying to grow. And people who just want quick news, these are really cool videos for people because they don't take a lot of time, right? But I'm sort of cutting to the chase and getting all this news together and delivering it in a timely fashion. So hopefully you appreciate that. Hopefully you can share it. And I will see you tomorrow for tomorrow's video. All right. Bye.